Hmm? All right, bear with me 1 second, Israel. Like to get it in. Hmm? All right, shalom, Israel. How about you? How Shah? Preaching up to the 5,000 and died Thursday night history class. All right, now, man, we got to understand, right? As the Lord's chosen people, as Black Latinos and Native American Indians, now it's our time to come out of the work. Now it's our time to come back into the truth. A lot of our people are gearing up last while, getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something. You're a Black and Latino, you celebrate Thanksgiving. That is an evil, evil thing to do. It is an evil thing to do. And I want to call out the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. How can you be, oh, I stand with Palestine, I stand with Israel? Who was going to stand for the Native Americans? Who was going to stand for the Seminole? Who was going to stand for the Mexicans? You can't be a hypocrite. You got to understand. Blacks and Latinos and Native Indians, we are family. We are one people, and knowing that we're one people. We're one people, one family, one race. And we are the children of Israel, man. 12 tribes. That's why we got to separate from this evil wicked society. We got to separate from this place. It is an evil thing that y'all getting ready to do. What is it? Next Thursday, next Thursday, you'll get together at grandma's house, auntie's house, or whatever, celebrating the mass genocide of our people. Where do we do that? Where do we do that? And at the same time, you want to stand with these other nations. Who gives a damn about them and what they going through? You got to care about them. I'm going to show you something too. Show you how evil it is. I'm going to show you why the Most High doesn't want everybody all together, kumbaya. Because how can you sit up here and say, I stand with this, I stand with that, I stand with Pakistan, I stand with Israel? Who's going to stand with Latinos? Who's going to stand with so-called Black people? Who's going to stand with Native American? The hypocrisy has to stop. We're going to go into it tonight. We're going to go into how evil the oppressor is and how evil you are. We're celebrating this holiday. First, let me get Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. If y'all have any questions, on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, I'll be answering your questions tonight. Type in the chat. But let me get to the book of Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26.
The book of Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. It says, and ye shall be holy unto me.
The Bible says, ye shall be holy unto me. What does the word holy mean? I'll tell you. The word holy means to be separate. The word holy means to be set apart. Our God is telling the children of Israel, Blacks and Latinos, Native American Indians, that we should be separate, set apart. Read.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
For I, the Lord, meaning the Most High is holy. The Most High is separate. And knowing that, that's what we got. Separate yourself. Separate your mind from this place. Big thing. Separate your mind from this wicked society. Separate your mind from America and come out of it. I'm not telling you to go to, you know what I mean, Zimbabwe, Egypt. I'm not telling you to go on a plane and go halfway across the country. No. I'm telling you, man, to take your mind out of this place. Now, everybody's trying to get in that spirit. They got Mariah Carey coming out of deep frost right now. We can't get into that spirit. Spirit, we got to be in our Shabbat. You know what I mean? It's in the spirit of the Lord, Holy Spirit. And listen, man, the Lord, man, said his prophet back in 1969. In 1969, the Lord sent his prophet back in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge with our biblics, 7 heads, and GEN.YAHANNA. I mean, these powerful generals and captains and officers, man, we've been doing this since 1969. You don't got to be in that Christian church. You don't got to be in that Muslim mosque. Come out with that thinking that you free white in 21. Our God said that ye shall be holy unto me. For I, the Lord, am holy. Meaning the Most High is holy. The Lord is separate. He ain't the God of everybody. Let me tell you something to us. He ain't the God, you know what I mean, of the Arabs, the oppressor, and the other heathen. He's our God. Scripture says in Deuteronomy 6:4, Shema Yahshua Yahweh Elohayim Yahweh. But I said in Hebrew, the Lashwan for God, is that our God is one God. Only the God of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's only the God of niggas. He's the nigga God. That's who he is. And knowing that he's the nigga God, guess what? We got to do what our God said. He said we should be holy unto him. For I, the Lord, am holy. God is holy. We don't love everybody. He ain't for all races and nations, the people I've seen. I see the trust. Seeing the Lashwan. Islam is peace. Islam is so peaceful. Why are y'all blowing yourself to smithereens? Big question is, why did you drive? One of them little Palestinians who can drive, you know what I mean, their cars, you know what I mean, through our building in Indianapolis. Big shout out to Captain Bob and our brothers out there, man. Isaac, my big brother, man. All you know what I mean, out there in Indianapolis, Indiana. To show you how evil the Arabs are, and how evil the oppressor is. They hate us. We don't allow them to watch the Bible. We don't do that. Do we oppress nobody? No, we don't. It's actually the other way around. It's actually the other way around. And no, I'm not. As a matter of fact, you saying you're speaking out of your behind, you can't blame the whole religion. Actually, I can. Because Islam was spread with the what? You educated on TikTok, right? You know the phrase I.S.U.P.K. Islam was spread with the sword. Ooh. We smart, right? How was Islam spread with the sword? By unaliving people. People got unalived and be forced to bow down to a rock. You know that.
That's right.
Like y'all forced to bow down to a rock. If you didn't bow down to it, he got unalived. Man, I can't blame my whole religion. Let me tell you something. Like Commander GEN.YAHANNA said, you an Arab, it's perfect for you. If you're an Arab, the Quran is perfect for you. I ain't gonna take that, but it's horrible for me. It's not for me. The Quran is not for black people, not for Latinos, it's not for Native Americans. If you're an Arab and it works for you, you like it, I love it. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what works for blacks and Latinos and Native Indians. This Bible, because we're the children of Israel. We're the Israelites of antiquity. We're God's chosen people. And he said, and read Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26 again from the top.
And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy.
For I, the Lord, am holy. Meaning the Lord is holy. The Lord is separate. Our God, he made the children of Israel to be separate. I know what I'm talking about. You can't refute it. You're just upset. But here's the thing. What you upset about? What are you upset about? I'm a black man coming back to my identity, knowing that I am a Jew, a real Jew. That so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans, that we are the Jews of antiquity, and our God told us to be separate unto him because the Lord is separate. The God of the Bible is not the God of these other nations. He is not. He is not. And here's the thing. I ain't saying that. It ain't the Lord Phillips. No malice towards none of you. No malice over here. I only have love for my people. That's what they don't understand.
Right.
That's what they don't understand. This is for our people. Unlike how you fight and defend your people, as you should. Because everyone is supposed to stand with their own. We're supposed to do that. Then you can't be upset with me for wanting to stand with mine. How about that? And it's not a turban. Turbans don't have, you know what I mean, the head exposed right here. This is a mitre. And the mitre is Israelite custom. It's actually where they got the idea from. This right here is biblical. It is what the priests wore, what the Israelites wore. I'm an Israelite indeed, and I am a priest of the Lord. Now, keep going.
Come. It says, and have severed you from other people.
Our God has severed us from other people. And our God took us, man, and severed us from these heathens, severed us from them. For good reason. Because we're not all supposed to be together. Let me put this in terms you'll understand. Let me put this in terms that, you know what I mean, our Arab watchers, you know, on TikTok understand after what. Like how you want to be separate from the so-called Jew in Palestine. You have that right. You have that right to want to have a tight-knit community with just Palestinians and you know what I mean, it's around, you know what I mean, being with your own people. You do. Just not in our land. The so-called Jew doesn't. That land belongs to us. But every nation should want to be with their own. That's a whole different argument about the land, because y'all are fighting and arguing about a land that don't belong to neither one of you. Neither one of you. It belongs to the true children of Israel. And the true children of Israel are blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And we are not Israelites. We are Israelites. If you ever notice, right, the so-called Jew, I say so-called Jew because he's not a Jew, but the devil, the Bible speaks. He calls himself Jewish. We're not Jewish. We're the actual thing. We're Jews. What is Jew short for? Judah. From Judah. Like I.S.U.P.K and myself, we're from the tribe of Judah. God told us to be separate from these other nations. I'm reading this in the Bible, that separation is good. Separation is good. And let me tell you something, right? On how great separation is. Because it forces you to love your own. It does. It forces you to get together with your own. One of the worst things that ever happened to blacks and Latinos is that we got integrated into a society that cannot stand us. They can't stand us in America. They can't stand us anywhere across the earth. They do. That's why we have to be separate. Our God said, I accepted you from other people. Read.
It says, from other people that ye should be mine.
That ye should be mine, because we belong to the Most High. And belonging to the Most High, that's what the Lord said, we shall be mine. To the children of Israel. What is the problem and the issue with blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, us coming back to our identity of us being the Jews of antiquity? What is the issue? What's the problem? I'll come to you almost second, I.S.U.P.K. What's the problem with us coming off of drugs? What's the problem with us unaliving each other? What's the problem with us coming back and keeping the commandment that our God gave us? What is the problem with that? Why are you offended by that? You got to ask yourself in your cave, holding cold church. That's what you got to ask yourself while you're in your synagogues, doing God knows what, nighttime pleasures, you know what I mean, to their children. God, ask yourself that question. Why is it that you that blacks and Latinos are coming back to their identity? Here's the thing. It shouldn't have been. And I'm glad you said that. It shouldn't have been. God, let us be great. Let us be great. The problem is why they don't want us to be great. That's why they try to censor the truth, but you can't censor this truth. You can't stop it. And you're supposed to. Knowing who you are. Knowing who you are is everything. And if you know who you are, you can stand on your business. The business we have to stand on is our Father. If you are black and Latino, that business is keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, and having faith in our King, Yahweh. Go ahead.
No, if I could, I was just gonna say, the heavy part about that is we get so much flack for what we saying, but I thought it was freedom of religion. You see what I'm saying? Like the Christians and the Muslims, they'll try to get along, you know. But as soon as we come out, it's like everybody don't like us. You know what I'm saying? I thought we could just be into what we want to be into.
Listen, that's what I would think. That's what I would hope. But here's the thing. Blacks and Latinos don't have that. First of all, we shouldn't be, if you're a black and Latino, you shouldn't be in Christianity. You shouldn't be in Islam. You shouldn't be a Hindu. You shouldn't be a Buddhist. We have a culture. It's right here in this Bible. If you're black and Latino, you're a Jew. You're an Israelite. If your father was a black or Latino First Nation, you're an Israelite. We have customs that we have to keep. We have commandments that we have to keep. We have a king that we have to have faith in. You know what our problem is? While everybody else is unified and standing with their people, our people are the ones still caught up in the matrix. Like, how can you sit back, right, and be upset at all of the atrocities that befall our people, but then you're going to turn around and celebrate Thanksgiving? That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. I get it, I get it, because we're destroyed. we're gonna go into it. First of all, our God hates these other nations and their feast days. You Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you in the Bible. Our God hates it. You get ready to get together. This is one thing. You will get together. And this is how you know Native Americans and Seminole Indians are Israelites. Because there was a day that was dedicated to the abuse and mass unaliving of Arabs or Asians or any other race out of Latino and Black and Native American. People would not celebrate. People know that is an atrocity. It's evil. That's why our people could look at what's happening over there in Palestine and have compassion. We can look over there and have compassion and say, "Dang, that's what's going on over there. That's an evil thing that they're doing to them." But you can't have compassion for your own brother. You look at your fellow brother and sister with malice and hatred and anger in your heart. And that's the problem. And that's the problem. And I'm going to get into that as well. If there was a day, could you imagine tomorrow they blew up another hospital in Palestine and a person said, we're going to celebrate that as a national holiday. Black people would say, oh, man, that's just not right. That ain't cool. But you'll celebrate Thanksgiving. You'll sing songs and get together, eat that nasty cranberry sauce, and you eat that turkey and that ham, the abomination. It's a rough situation. It's a rough situation. But the point is, it's on how evil it is to do. Where's your compassion for the Native American? Thanksgiving is a national day of mourning. If you're from the tribe of Gad, and you're from the tribe of Reuben. It is. Let me answer that real quick. You see, you do. You can look at your father and say, my father is Alibaba, or whatever Ishmael tribe, say, and go back generations and generations of y'all slamming your face down to a rock, and you like it, it's a wonderful thing for you. I can't do that. I can't do that. You ask any brother, go out there in the street and ask 10 black people what their nationality is, you'll get 10 different answers. You get 10 different answers. You will. So it does matter what your title. Our title. Well, individual. It's our identity. It's our culture. It's our nationality. It's
right.
Everything. It's everything. Imagine if someone took that from you. Imagine if someone took the name Palestine, Palestinian, and then called you, and just called you a Yadiah. Like imagine that. Like imagine your generations upon generations being wiped out, being hidden from you, and then you're given the name of a man oppressing you. Not saying I'm oppressing, because I'm not. But imagine that. And then imagine that in 400 years of that, you found out I had a history before the guy came and did this. Not saying I'm doing anything. Using my life, just use the name for it. You imagine that? Clapping up. The names we wear, Johnson, Smith, Jackson, the name of slave masters. Like God. And then being told that God and our king are oppressors when they're really black. And this book right here holds the answers to every one of our problems. It's our book, and it's been hidden for 400 years.
Right.
Then come back and talk to me and ask me. Go ahead, Sean.
If I could, that'd be like what's happening to the Palestinians if you fast forward. And they end up taking their name away and just start calling them a color. You just being like, oh, y'all, the orange people. And then they live in that land so long and go basically into captivity. And then in 200 years, you calling the Palestinians orange Israelis.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then they go back later and your kids wake up one day and be like, yo, we had a name before they start calling us orange Israelis. That's what happened to us. You see what I'm saying? Like they just calling us basically Black Americans or African Americans. You see what I'm saying? But that's not who we was. even when you go look at the land of Africa, which we know, but everybody else don't know, is they not all the same people over there. You understand? Every time I ask an African, are we the same person? They tell me no. Every single time.
I know.
Not one time as an African said, me and you the same people. My brother. Never happened.
Listen, they know that we are not the same. We're not African. We're the real Jews of antiquity. We're the real Jews. We're not affiliated with the oppressors that calls himself. Because he's not a Jew. He's the devil that the Bible speaks. Now, let me get what I asked for, Rashid. Answer your question. The water, the water. I appreciate you. Like my brother said, a real priest and prophet of God. Who we are in the Israelite school of I.S.U.P.K. We teach that Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, the Israelites of antiquity. And you know what's sad? You know what's sad too much while this Christian is rambling on in the comment section? And before you do what you do best, I'm going to answer something. Every brother and sister that you see in the U.P.K, guess what? Guess what? We are new men and new women. We are. The irony is you're the one that's spiritually unalive. You are. You quote in the right scripture. Shalom, Captain. How about you? You quote in the right scripture, but we're the example of that. Of letting the old man be indebted with Christ. And your diet's a new man. I'm a new man. Captain Thjrsday is a new man. Always a part of God for rock. New man. You look at, listen, any brother or sister, you look at the U.P.K, and the I.S.U.P.K, the Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we're new men and women. Never said it all. Because we turn from our wickedness. That's why the church has failed. That's why Islam has failed. Because if you're Black, Latino, or Native American Indian, it doesn't help our people. They enable you to continue in their wickedness and sin. It does. And only if you're Black or Latino or Native American Indian. Because if you are Black or Latino or Native Indian, and you don't understand that you're an Israelite, you're not an Israelite school of U.P.K. Put in the work term, you're hustling backwards. You're hustling backwards. Why do I say you're hustling backwards? You can quote whatever scripture that you want, and you live in life. No, you don't know. You don't know how. All you know how to do is get high. All you know how to do is continue to think that you're free, white, and 21 like the oppressor. You're not like them. You're thinking that you're African American. You're not. How can you be so-called a descendant of Leo, Scipios, Africanus, and Americans Vespucci? You can't do that. That's why it's important to come up here and change your life. Become a new man, become a new woman. You're a brother, man. Come here and put on all black. Put on all black for 90 days, man. Put on all black. Boot, shirt, headband, scarf, and become a new man. You a sister, wrap your hair up, man. Wrap your hair up and stop, you know what I mean? Wear modest apparel. And change your life and stop living, you know what I mean, the lifestyle of the promiscuous women of the evening that the oppressor wants our women to be. And they want us to live an alternative lifestyle. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. That's why you have to understand that it's glorious. And it's right here. All you got to do is go to ISUPK.com. If you're Black, Latino, Native Indian, guess what? You go to ISUPK.com, find your zone, go to class, it'll change your life. That's how you become a new man. That's how you become a new woman. That's how you let the dead be with Christ. But you don't want that. You just want to be a zombie. You want to be a zombie in your basement doing whatever, doing this shit here on TikTok and Twitter and Facebook or whatever. You like it, I love it. But you know what I would really want for you? If you're Black or Latino, what I would really love for you? Love for you to change your life. I would love for you to change your life. I'm glad you asked that question, and I'm actually going to go into it. I'll show you the heaven. You're in the right place for the heaven. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to show it to you. But first, when you get Amos chapter 5 and verse 21.
The book of Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days.
I despise your feast days. Now, I'm going to tell you what's so interesting about what God said here in Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. He said, I hate See, Christians are making it seem like God is incapable of hating. God can do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Right.
I want you to understand. The Most High can do whatever he wants. He said, I despise your feast days. Key word, your feast days. Go ahead.
Real quick on that word hate. What is the plague to Egypt? What is flooding the earth? Obviously, he don't like something. You act like God is
19 volcanoes in this week are rushing around the same time.
That's love, sir.
Get out of here. They ain't playing around. The Lord is not messing around. I make it seem like the Most High can do anything but hate. If you gotta stop that. You gotta cut that. You gotta cut that. You have to cut that out. You gotta cut that out. The Lord said, I despise your feast days. Read.
Come. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Listen, man, the Lord said, I despise your feast days. I'm telling you what you're supposed to hate. If you are a black man, you're supposed to hate Thanksgiving. If you're a black man, you're supposed to hate Christmas. If you're a Latino or First Nation man, woman, you're supposed to hate these holidays, man. You're supposed to. You're supposed to. Because God hates these holidays, man. God hates Thanksgiving. God hates Christmas. God said, Amos 5 and verse 21. He said, I despise your feast days. Who we? Say that. The Lord said that. He said, I despise your feast days, your Christmas, your Thanksgiving, your Valentine's Day, your birthday. Go ahead now.
Verse 15 in the same Amos 5, it says, hate the evil and love the good.
Hate the what?
The evil and love the good.
That's what you're supposed to hate. Hate the evil, but love the good. That's what you got to do, brother. I got nothing else for you, young man. I pray you understand. I hate the fact that my people are caught up in Christianity. I hate the fact that my brothers and sisters are caught up in Islam. I saw some little silly comments about Sarah was jealous of Ishmael and Hagar. No, Ishmael, a little bastard. You know what I mean? It's a lie. Ishmael was mocking our forefather Isaac. And Hagar was condoning it and allowing it. You know what Sarah said? Sarah went to Abraham and said, "Sucking my Lord, cast that bondwoman and her child." Now, I know some of you will probably, because Abraham was a little torn up about it. But what did God say? God told Abraham, hearken unto your wife. Hearken unto your wife. God knew that. Brother, think about how cold that is. Your wife drops up in heaven. You know what I mean? A lot of good. I ain't gonna go there after a while. Sarah drops up in heaven, the Lord said, she's right. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the scripture says, in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Not Ishmael, in Isaac. And who came out of Isaac? Arthur. Jacob came out. And yes, the Lord gave Ishmael, you know what I mean? He blessed Ishmael, made it, you know what I mean, 12 sons, gave him it, you know what I mean, his land and everything, and gave him that oil. But it ain't nothing. That ain't nothing compared to what our God gave us. He chose us. He didn't choose Ishmael. He didn't choose Ishmael. He chose us. I pray you understand. I think it's so crazy, guys. It's very easy for the oppressor in these other nations or Negro Europeans to say, oh, y'all. No, we're not. We're not. You can smell the difference between us. You can. The black man in America, the black woman in America, and the black man and woman in South America, in the West Indian Islands, and Haiti are not African. We are not. We are the children of Israel. The West Indians from Trinidad and Tobago, from Jamaica, Guyana, St. Lucia, tribe of Benjamin, Haiti, San Domingo, you know what I mean? The other side of Espanol, I'm talking about the whole island, because you got Haiti and the Dominican Republic. The Haitians are the tribe of Levi. The Dominicans are the tribe of Simeon. And black man and woman in America are the tribe of Judah. And Ethiopians are Cush. They're not Israelites. They don't even come from Shem. They come from Ham. They're Hamitic. They don't come from Shem. They're Hamitic. They come from Cush. They're not Israelites. They're not Jews. The oppressor that calls himself a Jew is not a Jew. He's actually Amalek. What's the name of that devil? Netanyahu. Netanyahu will quote in Samuel about remember. You Amalek. Netanyahu, you Amalek. Your come on, remember Amalek. The Lord remembers you. That's you. Listen, let me tell you one of my favorite trends. Follow me. You know what Twitter would be like, is this you?
Kind of kind.
You know what social media, where they post, somebody posts crazy shit, and then you come with a screenshot and say, is that you? That's how I was at Yahoo. I was like, you're Amalek. Talking about Amalek. You talking about yourself. Kind of one. Talking about him. We're the Jews, black man, Latino man, First Nation man, and woman. Call himself a Jew, not a Jew. I'm gonna tell you what delusion at the highest order is. You thinking that you can stop it. The Bible says that we're Jews of antiquity, man. Y'all just upset that we're coming back to the Lord said his prophet back in 1969. I pray you understand. I.S.U.P.K. And let me tell you something. For you silly Negroes out there, because every time I come on my live, I get the same question. This is not a star. This is David's name in Hebrews. Magun Dawada. The Magun Dawada, David's name in Hebrew. A star is all of gas. Pray you understand. You want to know what Riff Ram and Molech is? That Christian church that you go to. That's what that is. That's what that is. When you go to that church, when you go to that mosque, and you allow your kids to celebrate Thanksgiving and Halloween, you really casting your kids through the fire. You know what we doing here? We save our kids' lives. Yeah. We save our children's lives by not having them do those things, by not having them celebrate Christmas, by not having them celebrate Thanksgiving, by not having them celebrate New Year's. So I pray you understand. Is this the same pastor that he's saying that this is Salakia? Is this the same his parents were married? I'm talking about from a word. Yeah, I can't hear that.
I know.
I appreciate you. Because I'm pretty sure it's the same one, right? No Hebrew.
Nah, I think that was a different.
Okay, I'm about to say. I'm about to say. Boy, now, hold it.
Nah, it's
okay.
This might be a Palestinian.
It might be.
Or some form of Ishmaelite, probably.
It probably is. More than likely. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 13 and verse 2. Okay. I'm gonna answer this one more time. I'm gonna answer it one more time. Before I go back on my time. This right here, two triangles. This is not a star. This is a Magun Dawada. This is David's name in Hebrew. A star is a ball of gas. A ball of gas. A circle of gas. And I'm going to show it to you. In the Bible. Because we all went to elementary school, right? We did kindergarten, right? Pre-K. This is a Dawah. 2 triumphs. Triumphs. 2 triumphs.
Right.
Dawah. David's name in Hebrew. Read what I asked.
If I could, that's how you know the oppressor of the devil, because they tell you that other shape is it 5 or 6 is a star. What if you put 8 on it? Is it still a star? So if we had an 8, would it be a star? If we had a 5, I thought the 5 was bad when they got 5 points. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, read the scripture. Wisdom of Solomon 13:2. But deemed either fire or wind or swift air, or the circle of the stars.
The circle of the what?
Of the stars.
The circle of the what?
Of the stars.
The circle of the stars. The circles. Keep that nigga locked up. The circle of the stars. Lie. Lie. Circle of the stars. Lie. Lie. They talk about free somebody that like to abuse women and kids. Keep them where they need to be. Circle of the stars. The Dawah are triangles. The Bible says that the stars are circles. Y'all gotta pick a struggle. Y'all gotta really pick a struggle. Tell you. You gotta pick the struggle. A star is a ball or a circle of gas. When it talks about star Molech, Rick Fram and all that, it's talking about idolatry. It's talking about the Israelites falling into idolatry, falling into heathen customs, like being in that Christian church, like being in that Muslim mosque, like celebrating Thanksgiving. That's what that is. That's what that is. I pray you understand. Let me tell you how dumb people are. This right here, first of all, y'all dumb. Who symbolized? Nobody symbolized the Most High. This is David's seal. King David's seal. It's name in Hebrew. That's all that is. All that is. Why is it so hard to get this? Like, I'm starting to question. I'm just gonna blame the public schools. Go ahead.
If I could, is it an alphabet in the back? Because it's like you got to the Hebrew class today. That's what they want.
I might have it.
No, they can see it.
No. And no, we don't worship David. We only worship the Most High. It's more than strong back then. Appreciate it. But no, we praise the Most High. We worship the Most High. And the Most High only. Even our King, Yahweh Shah, worship him. He told us to worship the Most High. That's what Christians get it true. I'll be taking the Most High and Christ literally saying, which is crazy to me. Here's the thing. No. Just broke this down. The circle of the stars. You know what's insane after a while? I'm gonna get on top. I'm gonna get off. The main one is that it's saying, oh, you're in witchcraft. It's the star Molech. I'm willing to bet anything as you get high. That's what I'm saying. You get high. You get high. You celebrate Thanksgiving. You celebrate Christmas. You're the one that's really down with Molech and Rembrandt and, you know what I mean, the idea of Satan that you have. You're the ones that are really down. While we're teaching against those things. Pray you understand. Okay. So why the Isupk? Y'all see what I got right here? This is the Lashawan Wadah. This is the Hebrew, the holy tongue. Now, if you look, right, show TikTok, 1 second, the water.
On the bar.
I'll show you something. You hold this up for you, change my camera. It's a shame I can do it. You see this? This is the Hebrew alphabet. The Ba, The God, that's the Da. You see that? That's the Da. The Ha, the Wa. David's name in Hebrew is Da. Da, Wa, Da. In the Hebrew, that's how you spell David's name. Da, Wa, Da. This is the Hebrew alphabet. The Lashawan Kodash, the holy tongue. This is ours. This is our Hebrew alphabet. Language. And they actually spoke Hebrew. Also, tune in to Priest and Officer of 5,000 Iraq. He teaches the Hebrew class every Friday. Now, I'm saying, David's name in Hebrew is the Da, Wa, Da. Now, go ahead.
If I could, so I was debating, you know what I'm saying? You know, a little TikTok debate with some so-called Muslims, right? And I pulled in Isaiah 28 where it says, here a little, there a little, right? And then they said it says blah, 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 right? So I pulled what they was talking about. There's some translation where it literally says blah, 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 right? But I'm like, first of all, nobody used that translation. But when you look at what it explains, it says the Hebrew expression swa, swa, and qua, qua. And I'm like, I just told y'all what Hebrew was. And they said it's not baby talk. Or you're not an animal.
I'm going to tell you what's heavy about that. Our people hate the Hebrew so bad. Somebody in the comment section was praising Purple Rain. Let me tell you what Purple Rain does. The purple fashionistas and sodomites.
Hold it together.
Give me 1 second, I'm gonna hold it together in 1 second. They are alive, a beautiful sister by the name of George Morgan. They beat and they mercilessly beat a brother in Memphis half to death. So ask yourself that question. They do it to you.
Like,
you know what this is?
If I could,
go ahead.
We ain't even talk about the pocket. Some brother joined a school.
The pocket. Say this little show here. So, how much money? Close to $1 million from this congregation? When Commander GEN.YAHANNA feeds Black, Latinos, Native American Indians, paying the rent and mortgages and car notes and bills of how many brothers and sisters that requested. While you it's called the pocket. That's another thing, the pocket. Where he in your pockets. Literally. And they let heathens in. They're unalive. Go ahead, Ash.
Gave him a Hebrew name and still called him the pocket. Like, you the one with the money, you the pocket. I wouldn't have let that slide, so I was like, I would have had to get real carnal about that. You want to take all my money, live in my house, then sit there behind my back, call me the pocket, but in my face, I'm whatever name you gave me.
I would need all the counsel I could get.
Ain't no counsel over there.
Listen, from the priests and prophets of God in the UPK.
Right.
I'll be blowing Jeremiah's phone up.
Now it can't help what one man does. It wasn't just one man. What about? We got a list. Right.
Right there. To sit up here and say that the one man does, it was ordained by your nasty name. He ordained. You know what he said? He said, attack against the king's men. It's attack against the king. Who the fuck is he called? Who's the king? Nasty name? Are you the king? That's what he said. You are. He said, you gotta do your time, brother. And then you let him come back. You let him come back. You ain't ostracizing him. You ain't cast him out. Let me tell you something. If a brother or sister in here did anything close to that, I need you to understand. Like, you're not just getting kicked out of here. Oh, I'm trying to tell you. You can't get away with that in here. And the fact that they condone it goes to show you. And what do I mean by they condone it? They allow that evil brother to come back. And you defended him. So, but you can't let the actions of one. What do you mean you can't let the actions of one? If I because we are in the history class, right? Did the Lord not tell Joshua and the Akim not to take anything, you know what I mean, of the heathens? And one brother took something. And it affected all of us.
That's right.
Did it not? Did we not lose battles? Because one brother disobeyed the Lord? One brother disobeyed the Lord, took the garments and remnants of the heathen, and we all paid for it. But the good thing is, you're in the I.S.U.P.K history class. I'm sure you didn't know that was in the Bible. Pretty sure you did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Joshua prayed and said, Lord, what happened? I'm like, wait a minute. Saul? How can I think about Saul? What did Saul do? Man, let me tell you something. The Lord told Samuel to go down there and tell Saul, remember, I'm coming back to it after a while. Remember, let me get that. Oh, sure. Let me get that example. Let me get that.
What you need?
Let me get that example where Saul disobeyed the Lord. Let me get that bubble for sure. This is actually on top. On why obedience is important. On why obedience is important for Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. I'm glad that uneducated brother on TikTok, because it shows that you don't know the Bible, and neither does the purple fashionista. They don't know it either. It's about one man action. Let me show you what one man action did. Go ahead.
Where you want me to start at?
Start where he was given the order and then drop down to what I'm.
It's between 13 and 15. Suppose can company.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the right part.
And that's another thing. And also hold Isaiah. Chapter 31 and verse 1. Let me tell you something. The only place where you're going to find brotherhood and sisterhood is in the I.S.U.P.K. Because we don't unalive. We don't unalive sister Africans in our congregation.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't even like that word congregation. We don't let Africans in our school. You did. We don't let brothers rob other brothers. Y'all do.
Right.
We don't let brothers beat other brothers to within an inch of their life. We don't do that here. They do that with the purple fashionistas. Oh, they do that. They do that because you're supporting numbers. You better believe we have numbers. As a matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. I'll take it differently. There's more that be with us than there is with you. Understand that. And the reason why you can't see is the same reason why Alicia couldn't see at first. It's all right. He got it right. We're going to get right to it. There's more that be with us than there is with you. Go ahead.
If I could, real quick, dealing with that other group.
Mm-hmm.
Between us and here, you know what I'm saying? I've been in here for quite a while. You've been in here for quite a while.
Yeah.
Two brothers would not have been able to have a conversation and call somebody to pocket in private. So either everybody knew about it but him, like from Nate on down, or even if two people knew about it, nobody would have been able to call somebody to pocket. I can't call you something behind your back to another brother. You see what I'm saying? The brother gonna be like, wait a minute, what's going on between you and that brother? Y'all got a problem? You need to talk to him about that. Don't you ever say nothing like that to me again.
Good.
You see what I'm saying? If somebody calling somebody to pocket, that's going up to, hey, Cat, this is Cat down here. He trying to take the brother money. That would have got corrected immediately. They let this man call this man to pocket and rob this man over time. You see what I'm saying? Like that means a whole house. What it say? If you got a wicked leader, all your people under you is evil too. That's in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Nate was a crooked cop, putting false charges out on brothers. You see what I'm saying?
Good. Listen, go to 1 Samuel. 15.
Verse 3.
Yeah, start at verse.
Is it 1 Samuel?
Yeah, 1 Samuel 15.
Okay.
Start at verse 2.
1 Samuel 15 and 2.
Since we did.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt.
Let me tell you what Amalek did. Right? Amalek came up against us while we were coming out of Egypt. The so-called Jew, who's not a Jew, but the devil in the Bible. Amalek laid in wait for us while we were coming out and attacked us. You know what I mean? They didn't just attack us. They attacked the weak and feeble amongst us. They didn't want to come up against I.S.U.P.K or myself. Brothers like that. They want to come up against Shamgar. They wanted to go up against our women, our babies, our elders. They did that, which was cowardice. Kind of like how the oppressor went up in that top supermarket in Buffalo and unalived older Black and Latino men and women. Y'all should know something about that over there in Palestine, about how they attack women and children and elderly as well. You know, I'm just saying, it's in their DNA, Netanyahu, because you're Amalek. The Lord said, I remember what Amalek did. Read.
How he, oh, so like it. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not.
And spare them not. This is strict instruction. Lord, tell them, Samuel, go tell them. Spare them not. Go ahead.
But slay both man and woman, infant and suckling.
Everybody got it. The Lord said, you'll probably look at this and say, hey, everybody did it. Yeah, keep going.
Come. It says ox and
I'm for niggas. We for niggas in here. Understand that. Keep going. He asked who was before Israel and Palestine. We for niggas. Keep going.
oh God.
Blacks and Latinos and Native Indians. Go ahead.
It says ox and sheep, camel and ass.
He said, spare them not. Every man gotta go. But drop that.
Verse 5.
Yeah, what verse 5?
And Saul came to the city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Kenites, go, depart, and get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with thee. For ye showed kindness to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Egypt. So,
verse 7.
Come. Verse 7. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to shore, that is over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive.
He took who?
Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive.
He kept Agag alive, the king of the Amalekites. Wait a minute. Didn't the Lord tell him to not spare anybody?
Good.
Ooh-wee. I pray you understand. I'm not reading nothing wrong. I'm not talking about the Philistines. If you read up, my brother.
I think that's Esau.
Who you think Esau?
That's Amalek.
Oh, shit. Really?
I think that's Amalek.
Really? That's why you don't want to be talking about Amalek. But I'll read you this. First thing, chapter 15 and verse 3. Now go and smite Amalek. Not the Philistines. We ain't running the Philistines. We ain't running the before David became king, we ran through the lot. The Lord said, go and smite Amalek. Remember what Amalek did. The reason why you don't want it to be because you Amalek. He reading, Rush.
And he took.
Wait, you just read in verse 8. Read my bad, Facebook, TikTok. Read verse 8 again from the top.
And he took.
Something about the Philistines. Read verse 8.
And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites.
The king of the Philistines.
The king of the Amalekites.
The king of the Cushites.
The king of the Amalekites.
The king of the Amalekites. Let's keep reading.
And utterly destroy all the people with the edge of the sword.
Listen, he was supposed to get rid of everybody. He spared Agag. He wasn't supposed to spare Agag. And there were consequences for that. He lost the whole kingdom. And because he did that, you know who else had to go? His whole life. Listen, and Jonathan was David's name. It was cool. It was right. Like, so you can't say one man's actions. Because if you drop down, I'm going to tell you why important it is. Drop down and read verse
14.
Yeah, verse 14.
It says, and Samuel said, what meaneth then this bleeding of the hold on, Salaki. Oh yeah, this is cool. Bleeding of the sheep in my ears.
But Samuel went down and said, yo, why do I hear sheep? Why do I hear animals?
Right.
You're supposed to get rid of everybody. And you spared Agag. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why it's so heavy. Let me get there for you. You
want me to read
that?
that?
Verse 22. Read verse 22.
Come. It says, and Samuel said, hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord?
Well, listen, this is heavy, right? And Samuel said, hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? He's asking the question, which is better? Does the Lord have great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Read.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
To obey is what?
Better than sacrifice.
To obey is better than sacrifice. Obeying the Most High is better than sacrifice. I pray you understand that, young man. It's better to obey the Lord. Answer this one more time. It's not a turban. This is a mitra. Turbans don't have, the crown of my head is exposed where you can see my braids. This is a biblical attire I'm wearing right now. It's called a mitra. It's what the priests of the Lord wear. I know it's fly. I know it's cool. Listen, the Arabs and the streets can't do it like this. They ain't got salt. To quote my brother, they ain't just salt. They ain't got salt. And it's okay. It's unseasoned street food that you're eating. That's unlawful. But go ahead, Josh.
I don't know if you've seen it in the comments. Now, everybody, this happened live 95. I asked a person that appears to be Israeli or whatever you want to call him, who was Edom. Did you see what he said?
He said it's Japanese.
No, he said Edom is wrong.
Oh, I thought. Oh.
It said Esau is ESAV, who is Rome, and it says in Western countries.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
And Christians.
The Romans are the Edomites. We have a book. I don't have it on me right now, but I'll bring it next class. It's called Rome. You know what I mean? Empire of the Edomites. Well, Rome was one of their greatest, or not they, listen, America is their greatest. Then you have Rome. Like Esau, that's an empire. It started with Alexander. This great reign started around Alexander the Greek. With Alexander, the Macedonian, it went on down. You know what I mean? The Herod and all of these different, you know what I mean? Edomites, got Joe Biden, Donald Trump now. They're Esau. They're the devil that the Bible speaks of. And we don't have to convert to anything. Let me tell you how asinine talking about why don't you guys convert? Can I convert to being Japanese? No. Can I convert to being Chinese? Like if I start walking around, right, with the gi and the ninja shoes, can I convert to being Japanese? Can I convert to being Chinese? If I start wearing a turban, the glorious mitra I have on, I put a turban and got an Aladdin magic carpet and start saying Salam Alaikum, would that make me a Palestinian? Would that make me Saudi Arabian? No, it would not. I need you to understand how offensive that is. You can't convert to being a Jew because being a Jew is a nationality.
That's right.
Not a religion. This is our nationality. More importantly, it's our culture, it's our identity, it's our way of life. You can't you a heathen, you can't convert to it. Like I can't convert to being any other nation. Go ahead.
If I could, that's heavy what you just said. That you can't convert. And where does it tell us to make people converts anywhere in the Bible? It's not even in there. It tells you don't have nothing to do with the people that's around you. Don't marry your kids with them. Don't mix with them. Don't listen to them. Don't follow none of their ways. All of it.
We opened the class with separation in Leviticus 20 and 26, where the God said he scattered us from other people.
So that's unbiblical to tell people to convert.
Yeah, like if you telling me like that's not biblical. We're supposed to separate. You're supposed to be over there. I'm supposed to be over here. And that is how they are supposed to be.
That's right.
We're supposed to be together all kumbaya. Yeah. Well, I'm here to tell you.
That's Ishmael, ain't it? The lucky.
Who said I am on the bad side of Morocco? Which means you are Libyan. Which means you're African. You're a Hammer. You're heathen. Same for you. Not. And the Bible says you are who your father is. You're no African. You know what I mean? In particular, Libya. What? You know what I mean? Speaking. You know what I mean? You come from the seed and son of Ham. We come from the seed, you know what I mean, of the son of Shem. Not any son of Shem, because a lot of people come out of Shem. The white man comes out of Shem. The East Indians, the Arabs, and the Asians come out of Shem. But who else came out? Abraham. Isaac. We come from Jacob, man. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. You know, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, Black, Latino, and First Nation man. No, you're not from Shem.
So like, is his father is Arab? He said Mediterranean. I think this Ishmael.
You might. You're right.
It's some Hamites over there, but
it's some Hamites over there.
It's Ishmael too. He might be Ishmael.
He might be. But the point is, and Isaac shall thy seed be called. That's right. You got a lot of Arabs over there in Morocco.
Mix.
You know what I mean? Express my talent. Because the real Moroccans, you know what I mean? Y'all got them some cave somewhere digging up diamonds. God damn. My man, you come from Shem, but here's the thing. You don't come from where we come from. Yeah. You can say you came out of Abraham, but here's the problem. Listen, you're the only one to come out of Abraham. The white man came from Abraham too. But the Lord said, in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And out of Isaac came who? Came Jacob, who was chosen. Esau was not chosen. Esau wasn't chosen. Ishmael was cast out. Esau was pushed to the side. Well, Esau pushed himself. It's a lie. Esau pushed himself. He was an evil bastard, an evil monster. Evil monster. We come from Jacob. You don't come from Jacob. You're not Israel. Still a heathen. You know what I mean? Arab, you know what I mean? Don't matter. Not Israel. They're the true children of Israel, Black, Latinos, and Native American. It's better to obey the Lord. Why? I'm gonna tell you why it's better to obey. Right? I'm gonna go back in the top to my topic. Here's the thing, right? The 12 tribes of Israel, we were scattered. As a matter of fact, let me get it. We do Deuteronomy 28:64. Matter of fact, it's a good time to do that. I'm going to deviate a little bit and go into it of why people are so messed up. In Deuteronomy 28, in verse 64. You got to understand, that's Black, Latinos, Native American, Because we disobeyed our God, guess what? We were scattered among all people, among all nations. And I'm going to show it to you in the Bible. In the Bible. Go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 64. God, every time I watch, still dealing with them, talking to the brothers on TikTok, they swear I'm a Hindu watch, I got this meat for you. And I got this meat. First of all, Hindus and Arabs, when they wear their little turbans, you can't see their head, you can't see their brain. You see mine. This right here is a meat tree, young man. My young brother. This is a meat tree. It's biblical. And Greeks and Arabs, they're not as fly as we are. They ain't got no salt. They don't. You don't have it. And if you understood your culture, you would understand, because you see that and you think another nation. No. The other nations saw this and said, let me make my own variation. Where do you think the turban and the sheets got their ideas from? They saw a nigga walking around with this on. Yo, that's fine. I need that. Salt. It's the same reason why when a brother wears his hat backwards, the oppressor has to do it. Listen, I was so offended. My Broncos had the other day because they won. They don't get about my starting at Broncos. Broncos won the other day. You know what I mean? I wore my hat backwards. Esau was like, hey, I see you got your hat backwards. You trying to be like me. I'm like, motherfucker. Slide. Slide for the life. Excuse my language. Yo, president got thank you, sister. I appreciate it. Watch this. They ain't got no drip. They have no swag. They got no salt. They don't have it. So when you see it, you automatically think, oh, that's of a different nation. No. Anything that you see me wear in this class is biblical. That's what our ancestors wore. They ain't just fly. They never could be. I pray you understand. But give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 4. Let me show you why you will find Israelites all across the earth. Keep going.
Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
The Lord said he would scatter us among all people. Now, we were scattered among all people because we disobeyed our God. We disobeyed our God by not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. I'm going to go a little bit further, brother. Now, I mean, explain. I got to talk about it. I got to talk about why we're not supposed to be doing the customs of these other nations. But this is real good scripture on how we got caught up in these other nations' lands and why we are in Islam and Christianity today. Keep going.
Come on. It says from one end of the earth even unto the other.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
Come on. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
The Lord said we would serve other gods. We ain't serving the Lord. Not that. You and them. We don't know it too. The Lord said that we would listen. The Lord said, scatter us among all people from one end of the earth even to the other. And thou shalt serve other gods. Read.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. We don't know these other gods. You talking about your sheep. We don't know shit. Let me tell you why y'all wear them nasty dreadlocks. Let me tell you why. When you wear those nasty dreadlocks, just know you're wearing them because you're serving the god of the East Indian Shiva. That's why you do it. That's why. Dreadlocks is not black culture, not Israelite culture.
Right.
Even when you look at Samson had 7 locks. If you look it up in 2 Letter Lookup or in your compact or pictorial Zondervan Bible dictionary, you look up the word lock, it's going to say the braided lock. Samson had braids, man. Braids is our custom and our culture.
Right.
Dreadlocks are not letting your hair nap up and dreading and becoming nerdy. That ain't what we do. We are cleanly people. They not cleanly people, brother. They not. They not. It smells crazy over there right now. I tell you. I'm telling you. It smells like oxtails before you cook it. That was dipped in the Hindu river. It's rough. That's smelling. Yeah, by itself, brother. Go ahead.
They got that real elephant water over there. They got the elephant water.
Elephant water. God damn.
In the cow back. I don't know.
And the cow back. They think cows are sacred. We eat cows. They don't. They think cows. That's a god.
Right.
They don't even eat. They don't eat the oxen. They ain't like us. You can smell the difference. Same thing with the Africans, man. We ain't no Africans. First of all, we talk about water. They bathing in giraffe water. This is bad. This is bad business. We ain't the same people. You can spot and smell the difference. I pray you understand.
Come. It says, and among, even wood and stone.
And God, other gods, and neither thou nor thy father said, no, even what?
Wood and stone.
What are the gods of wood and stone that we serve? I'll tell you. The wood is that Christian cross that our people love to wear. My question is, if Christ was hit with the hammer, would you wear a clock around your neck? Would you? It'd be disrespectful. Wearing a cross is disrespectful. What is the stone? The stone is that cobblestone that they bow their face down and slam down and pray to. The wood and stone represents Islam and Christianity. That's why we're destroyed. That's why we're destroyed. As a matter of fact, while we're here, let's go to the big boy, Isupk. Go to verse 68.
Come.
Go to verse 68, man. Read it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord said he was going to bring us into Egypt again with ships. Let me tell you what he said. The Lord said we were going to go into Egypt. Egypt is a Greek word, Egyptos, which means bondage, slavery. With what?
Again with ships.
With ships. Who went on those cargo slave ships? Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
Went into slavery, and you stupid, dumb, ignorant young children. I just read in Deuteronomy 28 and 64 that you would worship gods of wood and stone, Christianity and Islam. I broke down earlier how in Ecclesiasticus, 22nd chapter, how a star is a circle or a ball of gas. These two triangles is the Magun God. And you can see the Lashawan Kodash, Hebrew tongue, Da. David's name in Hebrew. You don't know Hebrew, and that's okay. It's all right. We all rode the short bus, and it shows. You want to know how you worship Rembrandt and how you worship the star of Molech? You're going to celebrate Thanksgiving. You allow your children to go and knock on strangers' doors when you should be telling them stranger danger. You're allowing your babies, your offspring, to go and knock on strangers' doors and get fentanyl-induced and infused candy. You allow the oppressor to dictate to you, to let you know if you're a good father or mother by bringing a tree into your house, which is idolatry, which is Rembrandt, which is Molech, which is Baal, which is, what's his name, Nimrod. You do that, and you get high. Don't worry. Everything we do is law. I pray you understand. What we do is lawful. What I just spoke of was, and that's the things that you do. Thanksgiving, Christmas, your birthday, that's idolatry. Christmas and Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, your birthday, and all other holidays, guess what? That's idolatry. That's unlawful. And we're not supposed to do those things if you're a Black, Latino, or Native American Indian. We teach against those things. We do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Go to ISUPK.com, right? Go to ISUPK.com and go, you know what I mean? We got a few schools in Florida, whether you're in North Florida or South Florida, you go to the ISUPK.com and guess what? You'll find a number. And guess what? You'll be able to link up with them brothers, get in class. You got schools all across the area, Florida, California, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica. Got school in Mexico. Got schools everywhere, man. And now as you can, Commander GEN.YAHANNA. I pray you understand. You know how you represent Rembrandt? You allow your kids to celebrate Thanksgiving. You're going to sit together at the Thanksgiving table with the man that crawled into your bed when you were a child and act like you're a big happy family. That's Rembrandt. Because you condone it, you allow it. And I'm not saying the abuse that you went through. You allowed it. I'm not saying that. That was an evil thing that happened to you. And you have my dearest sympathy. But you continuing that behavior. You allowing your children to be around the man that abused you. You allowing your kids to celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween. That's Moloch. Yeah, it is. That's Baal. That's idol worship. That's idolatry. That's against the God of the Bible, Yahweh. That's against our God, where we teach what our God told us to not do those things. So for you to come up in here and cast accusations, because that's what they are, when you know for damn sure that you do those things, that you're going to get high tomorrow because life is too hard. You're going to cry and you're going to celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and all them different holidays, because I know how hard life can be. When here in the I.S.U.P.K, we know how strong and powerful we can be.
That's right.
We know that you can cast those things away. So don't worry about it. Everything we do is lawful. Think about that tonight when we get high. Think about that tonight when you turn on the internet and you look at illicit things, unholy things, ungodly things, in your case, between two men. Think about that before you become any priest and prophet of God in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Ashwallah, you know what to do this time.
Who you want me to kick out?
Oh. Yeah. If not,
He said I would do it myself. So
I do it myself. But keep reading.
Go to
I do it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
What have we not seen no more again? I pray you understand. And we haven't seen our land. They're fighting in our land right now. They fighting in our land right now. We ain't seen it. We ain't seen this, bro. We in North Philly. We in Southwest. We in like that's a rough situation. You know what? That is a damn good question. After we get to this scripture, when we get to here, we're going to answer that. That's a really good question. And you answer it. You ask for it. I'm going to show you the scripture. Is that good? You read Nasrallah.
It says, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
And we will be sold unto our enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, slave men and slave women, and no man shall buy it. Meaning we're not going to be redeemed by the oppressor. None of these other heathens are going to come and save us. Our redemption comes from the Most High Yahweh. When He sends out His Son, Yahweh Shah, our King. You know what I mean? The 200 million angels. You know what I mean? The destroyers. Go ahead, Abdullah. Give me the scripture where it says, and worst of all, the seal of Zion.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Somebody in the comments said that white immigrants came over here by way of ships. Everybody got over here on the ship. We talking about slave ships, man. You said immigrant in your sentence, so that's how you know it didn't make no damn sense. Salaki.
Let me tell you the difference between the two. We were forced to slave away for free. For free. And it was unalived. Women were abused physically. Women taken from us. Women and children and men being abused physically as well. Forced. And guess what? That didn't happen to the Irish. It didn't happen to no oppressors. You did that to us. You did that to us. Really. Let me tell you something. Yes, but they were indentured servants. And they signed up for it. We didn't sign up for that.
Right.
What they did to us. And they talking about the yeah. You know, when we bring out the truth about how evil the oppressor in these other nations is, it comes across as us yapping, but we're really spitting facts.
That's right.
We're telling the truth. You're just mad. You can be mad. Some of y'all in the comments are in the cave right now having Your oppressor rain bombs upon you while you holding cold kids. And you want to talk about me. I'm surprised they get your internet. And you oppressors, don't get comfortable. Because it's coming to you as well.
That's right.
And when it comes to you, oh, I'm going to have the finest drink. Oh, I'm going to have that Uncle Larry. Somebody might have a little bit of gentleman. Brother might have some good stuff.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you. Keep going.
2nd Ezra 10 and verse 23. And which is greatest of all? The seal of Zion.
Which is the greatest of all? The seal of Zion. The Magun Dawah.
Hath now lost her honor.
Listen, have now lost her honor. Listen, Ishmael, you're right. I'm gonna enjoy my turn. I said that. And guess what? And for the silly oppression, he said Jack was invented by the oppressor. Oh, do you not know history? Well, let me explain something to you.
The oppressor is the devil.
The oppressor is the white man is the devil. Somebody speaks. Now, hombre block was something. He said that was the last one. Talking about Jack was created by the oppressor. You must not know about a man named Nathan Mears. Well, there is a black man by the name of Nathan Mears, who was the one who taught Jack Daniel how to distill and make whiskey. So when you enjoy your finest cup of Jack Daniels or Old Number 7, Gentleman Jack, I like Gentleman Jack, or the Bonded, or the Single Barrel, or the Rye, just know that was the invention of a nigga, of a black man by the name of Nathan Mears, Uncle Mears. And right now, there is a fine whiskey that was recreated by a sister in honor of that black man, Uncle Mears, Nathan Mears. And it is amazing, actually. I think I'll have a little bit more. Yeah, look me up a little bit. Just a little. Talk about this. Talk about that was created by the old. God damn. God damn. So, Rocco. That's enough. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was his. I didn't know that was his niece. I didn't know that was his niece. That makes it even better. That makes it even better. The sister don't love America is actually, you know what I mean? A niece. I learned something that the sister that owns that owns Uncle Mary. Look aside. She's the niece of Uncle. She's the grand niece of Uncle Mary.
Right.
That's true. That is amazing. Most I Christ. Go to show you. And you know how, listen, that's what we teach you. That's what we teach you. The oppressor will come here and tell us, stop supporting the oppressor. That's what we teach. Just stop supporting the oppressor. By coming back to our identity. By coming back to understanding the Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians are the true children of Israel. We just read Deuteronomy 28:68. That proves that Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians are Israel. The transatlantic slave trade affected Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians. The Native American Indian and Seminole Indian and the Mexican all went into slavery first by the way of the conquistador, Cortez and the Moors. They took them in 1492 over to Spain. Then they came back with the Taino Indian, or the Puerto Ricans, Cubans, you know what I mean, the Tainos, and brought them to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was named Port of Riches. And then they named the Taino Indians the slaves of that place. The Israelites were technically African. When really, if you're Puerto Rican, you're of the tribe of Egypt. If you're Cuban, you're of the tribe of Manasseh. And then they went over to West Africa because black people fled into West Africa. They're fleeing from Roman persecution. And then you came and got us around 1555. It's in the Bible, and that's history. Talking about the transatlantic slave trade. We went on the cargo slave ships, man. The Lord said that would happen to our people. But to answer the question, most of our Christ says you're from the tribe of Reuben. You're from the tribe of Reuben. Understand? The other brother had a good question about what happened. How did this fall into the hand of the other nation? Read it there for the top.
It says, and which is the greatest of all?
And which is the greatest of all? No, we do not support. We support niggas. We support Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. Read it there for the top.
Come. And which is the greatest of all? The seal of Zion.
The seal of what?
Zion,
the seal of Zion. The Maganda doctrine
hath now lost her honor.
How did it lose its honor? I'll tell you how it lost. Because now, read.
Come. For she is delivered into the hands of them that hate us.
It was delivered into the hands of them that hate us. That's why they hate us. Goldberg, Heisenberg, Steinberg, they had it. Yeah. And you're right. This is 1611 King James Bible. The Bible was translated. King James had the Bible translated. I mean, from the Hebrew and from the Greek into English. Because around that time, the Bible was written in Latin. The oppressor had it. So King James had it translated. Changed the whole game. Who signed Christ? King James, King of Scots, was a black man. When it says that it was delivered into the hands of them that hate us, you see the menorah? They'll carry away, you know what I mean?
Is that the Ark of the Covenant in the front?
It looked like
it is.
Carrying away. The Ark of the Covenant carrying away, you know what I mean? The menorah.
That's Esau right
Give me
there.
Job 9:20. Give me Job 9:20. It's done to the hands of them that hate us. These are the Greeks, right? These are the Greeks and the Romans, man. This is what they did to our people. It was delivered into the hands of them that hate us, and they hate our people. I pray you understand. Go ahead.
And if I could, in Ezra's, this is what that's talking about.
Exactly.
Like, this is a real thing. You can go see this. This is called the Arch of Titus. For everybody that don't know, this is on the Arch of Titus. This is a real structure that's up right now. You see what I'm saying?
Arch of what?
Of Titus.
You mean to tell me the Arch of Titus, the same Titus that's the son of Vespasian? The same Titus and his father Vespasian, who came and put millions of black Jews in the slave market while most of us fled into West Africa? And they say we don't slave. They say we don't. You learn something new every day. The same Titus, that very one. Pompey, Vespasian, and Titus put an end, you know what I mean, to the state of Israel. And millions of Jews had to flee into West Africa. And you know what happened after that? They came and wrapped us up and put us in captivity here. But first, Titus and them boys did this. They took away. Look at the Lord. Look at the art. Look at the, go to show you know who these are. These are the Romans. This is what they did to us.
So, like,
go ahead.
If I could read up just so we can see. This is verse 22. It says, "Our psaltery is laid on the ground. Our song is put to silence. Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our candlestick is put out. The ark of our covenant is spoiled. Our holy thing
is spoiled." They carried all that. Keep going.
Our holy things are defiled, and the name that is called upon us is almost profane. So you couldn't even say you was the Israelite back then.
Man, that's biblical too. They don't want you to know that you're a Jew. They don't want us to know that. Listen, I told you. Now I'm gonna read this. Because we got it coming up. We got time. Let me tell you something, man. They don't want us to know. That's why they try to silence Kyrie. That's why they try to silence Kanye. What? 2 Maccabees 6:6 says, "Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts." They don't want us to keep the man of GEN.YAHANNA, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? For North Carolina. We built it up again in North Carolina for the Lord's Passover. They don't want us to keep Sabbath days. They don't want us to keep the Passover, the Feast of Hanukkah, the Feast of Purim, or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. Let me tell you something. You can't profess yourself to be a Jew. When I said God gave us you despicable little oppressor, and when I said Kyrie Irving, did Kyrie get in trouble for reposting a documentary about how black people were the real Jews? Did he not get canceled for that? Were you not up in arms crying about Kyrie Irving because he reposted a documentary, you know what I mean, about blacks and Latinos being the real Jews of antiquity? Were y'all not up in arms about Kanye West? Who was your little feelings not hurt? I know they were. I know they were. That hurt. But it's okay. It's all right. We'll get over it. And if not, so see you in Canada. Go back to work. Back. Give me Job 9.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know who the wicked is? The oppressor is the wicked one on the earth. He is.
That's right.
He's the wicked one. You don't have to feel bad for me, because I for damn sure don't feel bad for you. You don't. You do not. My sympathy goes out to blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. I don't need or require, desire the sympathy of heathens. You know what you need to do? You need to harass some cold bodies in them caves. That's you. That's what you need to do. You need to worry about how you're going to get bread, because I heard they destroyed that bakery. That's what you need to do. And if you're on the other side, you need to worry about them kids that should have rap bodies touching. That's what you got to do. I pray you understand. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Because the Lord sent his prophets back in 1969. Blacks and Latinos, Native American Indians, we're going to be all right. Our God gave us a safe haven. It's called the I.S.U.P.K. under command of GEN.YAHANNA. You got to worry about it. We good. We straight. See the other day after what?
Oh, God.
See the other day, we straight. We straight. Y'all ain't straight over there in Tel Aviv. I know what y'all doing in Tel Aviv.
You know about them parades.
We know what y'all doing. We know what y'all doing in the caves, Ishmael. We know.
The shame y'all doing to them kids.
The shame. Damn shame they're doing to them kids.
They came out that there's a lot of pedophiles escaping over there to that land. Like, it's a plethora. It's a legion. I'm scared for them kids.
That's what I'm scared. Listen, I'm worried about it. That's what you feel sorry for me. I watched the Dalai Lama abuse a child on national TV. He don't even mean it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a shame what they doing in the Catholic churches.
They doing in the church.
I need to start giving them babies herpes a lot.
I'm giving them babies disease.
What's it called?
Herpes.
They call it something like you got honor, like they got a name for it. Get a baby herpes a lot. Gave it a baby an STD. He ain't even start. He ain't even out here yet. It's the 8th day. You just set him up for failure already. It's a lot.
He set up. Damn shame they're doing to kids.
It's a damn shame they're doing to them kids.
And adults. I know they're doing to animals too. Half a mind. Oh, to close it out. Let me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. The Lord said in Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. It was given into the hand of the wicked. It was given to the oppressor, who's the devil of the Bible speaks of. Not him. And who is he? I pray you understand.
You mean finish it?
Oh, no. Yeah, finish.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. That's why they wanted to know that God is a black man's spirit. That Jesus Christ, how shall my child is a black man? That the priests and prophets are black, Latino, and Native American Indians. You need help. We don't need it. We good over here. We straight. Y'all ain't straight. Don't lose them. We win. I pray you understand. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Go.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord told us that we are holy people, a separate people unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord chose black, Latinos, Native American Indians to be a special people unto himself. He chose us to be a special people unto himself. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We need to help because God said that we are above what?
It says above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We are above the oppressor, the African, the Asian, the Palestinian, the so-called Jew, Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, we are above all nations that are on the face of the earth. Read.
Come. The Lord,
Listen.
or you want me to keep going or you want me to stop?
The Lord chose us to be above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's why the Lord told us, man, to gather ourselves together. The yea gather together, O nation, not desire. Because the Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, we're not desire. But the I.S.U.P.K, the Commander General Yahanna, desires all Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians to change their life. Our King desires every Black, Latino, and Native American. This is why he gave his life, so we can change. And our God, the power, desires our people, Black man, Latino man, First Nation man, to change. Stop celebrating Thanksgiving. Stop celebrating Christmas. Stop celebrating your birthdays and the holidays and New Year's, man. Come and change your life and come into the Israelite school of universal, practical knowledge. We found the truth. You're still lost out there. I pray you understand. As long as you continue in that church, as long as you continue in that mosque and celebrating every evil and abominable thing, guess what? You're the one that's lost. But guess what? It's our job to come back. And you're in the right place. I pray you understand. That's what you got to understand. I'm going to tell you who else is lost. Mr. German, y'all lost. Y'all lost to the point where you don't even want to speak out against the Israelis. You know what they're doing over there. You can't even say anything because you lost all your gumption. You lost all your gumption and your strength in 1945. God damn. Oh, it's tough. I'm going to tell you it's tough. What's going to be tougher is when a Black man by the name of Yahweh, you know that Jesus Christ, he returns and does the Lord's work and obliterates these heathens, man. Kwam Yasha out. With that being said, man, I'm going to pass the class off to priest and officer Ashua. I'll be live next Thursday, man. Tawada again for everybody that tuned in.